Hi, my name is Krienert. Here's a demo reel of the various works that I have completed while I was at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Occupy Lincoln starts up at the Capitol at 16th and K and stretches all the way to 16th and Q, almost 5 blocks. But the question remains, will it be able to stretch in the winter? Everybody is wondering. With both an upstairs and a downstairs, there's books for both young, old, sophisticated, or in my case, nerdy. What could be described as a transient causing trouble, Lucretia Donnell is being investigated for assault and burglary at this 635 location after being arrested Sunday for a separate burglary.
Winter weather on the way. Will this group be able to stick it out for the long haul?
Star City's Krienert has more.
Happened to walk outside today, you could feel and see how unseasonably warm the weather was. Depending on how rough the winter is, could be the difference between how long Lincoln is occupied.
In a state where sports is a big deal, sports talk radio is becoming one as well. The Omaha and Lincoln metro area has a population of roughly 1.2 million people. Even with these modest numbers, the region still supports 4 full-time sports radio stations.
TicketFM.com. I think it shows that businesses, advertisers on the radio stations, the sports radio stations, know that this is an area where people care a lot about their sports teams.
Nebraska has no major professional sports teams within its borders, but behind me sits Memorial Stadium and the Nebraska football team. This is one of the reasons sports talk radio is such a big deal in this state. But the radio isn't the only way for the fan to get his fix. The internet now gives listeners the ability to live stream a talk show or a game, or even download an old segment via podcast to their MP3 player.
We understood when we started the station how important it was to have a web presence and to make sure we had streaming right off the bat so people can listen to us 24/7.
Some time ago, an hour or two sports radio show was plenty for the fanatic. But like Mr. Bogus said, the die-hard devotee needs sports all day, every day. I'm Krienert, reporting for Star City News. A Lincoln man woke up with a swollen face, abrasions on multiple spots of his body, and after eventually making it to a hospital, was confirmed to also have bleeding on the brain. Lincoln police officer Katie Flood describes what the 78-year-old man went through.
Initially, he recalled a strange dream that he had in which an unknown African-American woman came into his house, rushed him, and physically assaulted him. As the investigation continued, we realized that this probably was not a dream and was actually what occurred.
Police believe a Lincoln woman who is a suspect of a string of burglaries may have struck November 13th before being arrested for a theft early Sunday morning the 20th. Lucretia Donnell, a 20-year-old transient, is currently being held by police for the series of burglaries that the police believe seem to have similar patterns. What could be described as a transient causing trouble, Lucretia Donnell is being investigated for assault and burglary at this 635 location after being arrested Sunday for a separate burglary.
In piecing together many of the details, investigators did determine that Lucretia Donnell was responsible. She was cited for robbery, which adds to the robbery and burglary that she was lodged for on Sunday.
I'm Krienert, reporting for Star City News. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers met divisional rivalry Minnesota last night at historic Lambeau Field. In a scoreless first quarter, explosive rookie Randall Cobb takes a Chris Cluey punt up the seams and outraces the Vikings special team to the end zone and decides, since the NBA isn't playing, why doesn't he take a shot for him? Before doing the Pat did Lambeau leap. Later in the first quarter, Rodgers continues his assault on the record books with a beautiful 24-yard touchdown pass to Greg Jennings. The Green Bay defense harassed Minnesota quarterback Christian Ponder all night, including this interception in the second quarter by cornerback Tremont Williams on a flea that didn't flicker. Final score in the game, Green Bay 45, Minnesota 7. Back to you, Kim and Cole.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers still looking good. Thanks, Aaron.
Welcome to Star City News, live at 5 on Channel 21. I'm Krienert.
And I'm Rosemary Vestal.
We are now in the season of giving.
And one organization is taking an extra step. Andrea has more on how you can help.
I don't know about you, Rosemary, but I just hit the century mark in my Twitter followers, moving up in this world.
Yeah, I don't know. Only about 10,000 more to catch up to Andrew Robeson. And speaking of, Andrew, what's been trending in the social media world?